Yo, 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 yo. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. So I'm gonna wait for some people to come up in here. Let's see who comes up in. Yo. So listen, I'm just testing my new camera. I'm just trying to see if this works. I'm actually on my way to the gym right now, so I wanted to start doing some. I wanted to start doing some. I wanted to start doing some content like on camera, you know. So I was just wanted to see like how is it? Is there any delay? Is there any delay at all? Because I did like a pre-recorded video and I felt like it kept stopping, like you know. Hmm. Yeah, but I feel like so I'm in like my second bedroom right now, so it's pretty like empty. I keep it like that over here. This is where I do my work from home at. This is where I record my videos at and all of that too, right? But it looks professional. You think? You think? I'm gonna have to do something with the background though. Maybe I don't like that blue screen shit. That shit is not for me. It's too fake. Like I'd rather just keep it bare wall white like that. But see, the only thing I don't like, right? My camera is like this. I'm like right here. So me sitting like this, I'm facing towards my computer. But that's the only way that I could do it to avoid you seeing my computer. Because I'm like, how is people live streaming with no computer in their view? It just don't make no sense to me. So it sounds good. But I felt like when I recorded something and I was going like this, there was like some sort of delay or something. What's up, 305 Capricorn? Yeah, you know what? Was like, let me tell you something, right? This was the breakthrough that I feel like I needed because it's like, it's one thing, like, it's amazing to be able to do commentary and like put it up behind a thumbnail, right? But I noticed, and you have to be smart, like at the end of the day, if you making 20, $30 a month off YouTube, it's still an income. I'm not making 20, $30 shit. I'll be transparent. Like last month was my first month back monetized. And I thought that that was low, but I did $700 last month just doing like content. But one thing I noticed is that y'all know that, and I've been talking about this, that I love to speak about female rap topics, but sometimes I want to do other things. And sometimes that piece to get you to other things is coming on camera because people need to see you. You know, if a person clicks on a video and they see like a thumbnail and they see a title, a lot of the times they might click out of it because people want to see something, you know, and then also for more long term and more for higher viewage. Like what I want, this is what I want out of YouTube. I want longer watch time because longer watch time is going to lead to you know, basically higher recommendations. That's what I want. So that's why sometimes even when I do videos like behind the thumbnail, I try to do like 20-minute, 30-minute videos. If I 30 is pushing it, but I like to do that because at the end of the day, then if you get a sponsorship or something, they look at that. They want to see how long are people watching your channel. If I'm only doing 3-minute videos, that shit is whack. Like you could do a little 3-minute video and get higher views. But if you notice, listen, pretty much if you could tell by the way that I'm speaking, I know how to do what to do because I've done it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I need to switch it up. I need to pivot. I need to do different content. I don't want to just be stuck in a like doing female rap content. So this is one of the main reasons why like I chose to like start doing this because I started my channel on camera. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope that is smooth though, because I don't know. Something is it feels off because I'm facing the computer like this, but then when I have to turn, like maybe so I'll turn and I'll do like commentary that way. But yeah. Yeah, it's kind of bare though. I feel like I need to put some more stuff in here. Or I need to position it. Maybe I'll sit the desk over there so it's like in a corner or whatever. But yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kayla. I personally will watch hour-long videos, but only if they're like vlogs. Yeah, see, because I like to vicariously live through people. What's up, Kathy? Yeah. So it's like I'm always about sharing. I'm always about sharing information. Like I don't believe in like hoarding information. Some people think that it's nothing like so same thing, right? You can get views off of doing because you see channels that get views off of doing that. But to me, it's not personal. Like I started doing my channel on camera. So to me, I always wanted to get back to that. You know, sometimes you'll have videos where you might do an upload, but I noticed that the people who do good on uploads is that they have that hybrid mixture to where they do videos on camera and then they do uploads too. So something has to give. It gotta give. So, you know, hopefully with me doing this as well, I'll be able to like touch different topics that I want to do, and then it'll help me to like pivot like even more, because that's all I'm about. It's like you always have to be like, what's next? What's next? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need a skincare routine low key. Um, I don't really. The crazy thing about it is, I think I shared everything with y'all as far as like what I do with skincare. Like, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I haven't done the what was it, the turmeric mask I told y'all about. I haven't really done that in like maybe like a week and a half, because I started using like this skin better. Yo, I don't even want to tell you about that, because right there, that's $100 investment. But skin better or skin science, that retina. See, when you start getting older, you got to start treating your skin for like anti-aging and stuff like that. And I do everything for my, like, you have to. To me, appearance is everything. Especially like me, I lost like 85 pounds, like, and hopefully by March, no, by May will be my year anniversary of like starting. I started like my whole my healthy living since Cinco de Mayo. That week of Cinco de Mayo, I stopped smoking. I started going to the gym 6 days a week. Like, I've been going hard. It's a part of who I am now. I'm going out to dinner with my peoples later, but I'm about to, what time is it? 6:43. I'm gonna get out of here by 7 o'clock. I really just wanted to come and see like how this setup was doing, but you know, if it was smooth or not, like, you know, but May will be a year. So I hope that I hit that 100 mark by May. Like, I know that I will hit it though. I know that I will. But let's see. I'll spend to avoid. You said I will spend I will spend whatever to avoid needles in my face. Yeah. Thank you for that, Phoenix, for joining. I appreciate that. So listen, but don't, with certain needles. Now, micro needling, that's different. But when you talk about needles, are you talking about Botox? Your channel was recommended randomly to me, probably because Nikki. Yeah, you know. Yeah, so you gotta, as you age, they recommend online that when you hit the age of like in your 20s to 30s, you should start using a retina. Everybody's skin is sensitive, but I use the Skin Better. I use the Skin Better. It's called Skin Better Science. Their retina, it's like $100 though. It's like $100. It's potent though. But when you start hearing about people talk about skincare and they start talking about tretinoin and all of that, it's been, their product is kind of like, I ain't gonna say rivaled, but it's not back. It's just as good as that. I don't know. I'll talk about that at another time. But skincare is definitely important. So you look up like micro needling. But when you have melanin in your skin, you got to be careful with micro needling. You want to go to a person who understands and specializes in Black skincare. But I think when you talking about needles in your face, you're talking about Botox. I know a lot of people who get Botox. I don't think I would ever try that. I would rather just take care of my skin, like, and just just be proactive, and you know, especially like good diet. A lot of us, we think, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that a lot of the reason my skin looks the way it does is because I do take care of myself, like working out and like eating healthy. I eat more vegetables than I eat like meat. I don't eat a lot of sugar, but a lot of it has to do with like gut health and like taking care of yourself. I think we the same Aquarius. Yep, I'm definitely Aquarius. I just celebrated my birthday too, February 10th. Vitamin C is good for the skin. Yeah. So, yep. But I felt like when I was doing the turmeric with the lemon in it, I didn't want to do that with putting the what did I just say? The retina. I didn't want to do that and put the retina on my skin. So I stopped doing it for a little while. But I'll do it here and there though. You know what I'm saying? That's exercise does wonders. Yeah, because you sweat. And I sweat when I go to the gym. I sweat. I go hard. I go to the gym for like an hour and I do like an hour and 20, 30 minutes every day. I do an hour of cardio. I don't care what nobody say. They be like, no, cardio works well for me because it's broke. Yo, listen, cardio works good for me. But one thing I want to say though, I'm not keeping this up. So I will say it in this video. And I know people be mad when I talk about this, but if you had that injection, be careful before you start working out. Be careful before you start working out. Make sure that you go to the doctors, get you an echocardiogram, make sure that your heart is okay. Because what I've heard from a lot of people getting that injection, when they turn into start doing high intensity, like me, I work like, I ain't gonna say I work out hard, but I get in like over 6 miles an hour. You know, that was when I first started off on my journey. I probably was only doing like almost 4 miles an hour. Now, since I'm on it, it's like I'm almost to like, and I could guarantee you probably by May, I'll probably be averaging almost 7 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? So check yourself out though. You spend an hour and a half. Yep. I do weight training. I do weight training. I don't do weight training every day though, to be honest with you. Sometimes I go to the gym and I just get my hour in. Because listen, if you're doing an hour, you're doing better than the average person. So that's why when I was on my channel and the person was just like, well, how do you talk about eating healthy and you go to Chick-fil-A every day? Because I'm not getting anything really bad from there. And number two, what person do you know who's doing like I run over 50 miles a week? That listen, they say the average person walks 2 miles a day, and you know that that's not true. Google be off sometime. The average person I know ain't doing no exercise, but I know me, I do 6 miles every day, and it's Friday. I love the gym on Friday because when I go there, everybody's in the mind state of Friday. Think what Friday is. Everybody's going out to dinner. Everybody, and I'm going out to dinner too later, but everybody's going out to dinner. The gym be empty on Friday, and I love it because it's clear. I'm about to go there and get it in. What time? 6:48. I'm about to go there and get it in. It's going to be clear. I love going to the gym on Friday because you know what? It lets me know that I'm committed to what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what day of the week is. And that's why I be saying, like in my commentary, when you want to go on a diet, stop saying, I got to stop using the word diet. When you want to do a lifestyle change, because diet is temporary. And now I understand it when I was younger and people kept saying that shit. And they would just be like, don't say you're going on a diet, say you're doing a lifestyle change or whatever, right? Because then once you're done with whatever you're doing, you're going to shift. Like the only thing that I'm going to do, honestly, I work out 6 days a week. Once I reach my goal, I might cut back to 5, but it just really just depends. This is how I really want my life to mirror. Like as I get older, I just want to be active and I just want to like, that's how I want my life to be honest with you. I want to remain active because if you're not active, you're going to lose it. You're going, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, I told y'all before, when I be going to the grocery store, stuff like that, I watch the elderly people and I watch the people who take care of themselves. That's how I want to show up. That's exactly how I want to show up. I don't want to be all debilitated and hunched over and bent over. That comes from not using your body. So use your body and exercise. You said I'm prepping for my body building competition and my coach only lets me do 40 minutes, 4 days a week. So I try to get 10,000 additional steps in. Yep. When I used to live in the city, when I lived in the city of Houston, I don't like the city. I didn't like living in the city. What's up, Brandy? So when I lived in the city of Houston, I used to walk like 30,000 steps a day. Oh my God. I used to live near the street. What was it? It was a parkway I used to live near, but I loved it because it reminded me of New York because it was so scenic, had the grocery store, everything. I used to be like, oh, you got to go to the store to get something? We walk into the store. Boom, go. That's like almost 3-4 miles. Then I'm walking and spinning a block like, yo, I used to get my steps in crazy over there. Could you imagine doing 30,000 steps? I was stepping it up over there. Like I was doing crazy. Yeah. Yep. I had my little New Balance on too. What was I wearing at the? Yeah, I started those walks off wearing my Vapor Max. I wore them Vapor Max so much that the damn air bubble popped on it. And I went from Vapor Max, then I had the Air Max 270s, then popped too, because I used to walk so much. So New Balance worked best for me. Like, yeah. Yeah. But just stay committed to whatever it is that you're doing. Like that's all I would say. Lifestyle change. Yeah. I'm prepping. You said you're prepping for your bodybuilding. Yeah. He said only do 4 days a week. Do what works for you. Whatever works for you, just do it. Like if you feel like it's not enough, or if you feel like you're gonna do it, like I'm so hard on myself, yo. I promise you, but it's just because I have a positive voice when it comes to myself. Like that day I told you I got arrested because I had a warrant. I had traffic tickets and they arrested me over some bullshit. I went there, set up a payment arrangement, and that was that. So they just basically arrested me to bring me in. So I used that, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you and transparent. It was almost like I was waiting for something bad to happen to eat bad, right? And as soon as I got arrested, I promise you, it went through my mind. I said, I'm getting pizza today. And it was my day off from the gym, which is typically Monday, where I relax and I do my laundry after work and all of that, right? So I said, I'm getting pizza today. Well, if you getting pizza, you going to the gym. So what I did was I had that pizza. Well, I had cheesy bread from Little Caesars, and it was worth every crumb of it. It was worth it. But I went to the gym and then I just took Tuesday off. But I'm hard on myself, like, and I think that we should be. You don't have to be hard on yourself, but you want to be consistent. So that's what I'm on, like being consistent. You're in school and work, you only could do 4 days. Well, what I will say is that if you work in a safe area, be careful like when you walk in those garages, especially if you work in a certain type of area, if they're not patrolling it, because some shit could go down there. So I don't even want, I be feeling bad for, like, especially when it comes to women, I'm careful of what I encourage people to do. But if you work somewhere and you got a 15-minute break, walk around for 15 minutes, even if it's in front of the building. I'm 49 and it's great to do weightlifting incorporated, yes, with HIIT exercise. Yeah. What's up, Beasley? I lost my job here in New York because I didn't get it. See? How are you doing now though? I thought you would have been from Miami. I seen 305. Have you rebound now? Like as far as like your employment status and everything? I do weight training and then do cardio. Yeah. You can get tretinoin for $25 online. $100 is expensive. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what I want to do? I'm going to try that. But the only thing that sucks is like I have a deductible with my health insurance. Maybe I don't. I think I picked a different plan for this year. I'm going to go to a dermatologist though. I went to a skin esthetician, and that's where I got the Skin Better Science from. So yeah, I'm going to try that. But I be having little tricks to the trade. Yes, I do. When these businesses, these multi-million, billion-dollar companies play games, I didn't get my order. Yep. I ain't gonna go deep into it, but I didn't get my order. You gotta know how to listen. These let me tell you something. These people, even me as a business owner, when you ship things out, you have what's called insurance on it, right? So that means that if it was to get lost or whatever the case may be, you pay a certain amount of money for insurance. So if you play games with my delivery, I didn't get it. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And you right about that, Kasara. Gut health definitely impacts the skin. Yeah. So many people, they worried about and I can't front you, like taking care of your skin and putting things on your skin topically, it is very important, but you want to make sure it's coming from the inside too. Because I'm telling you, like when I was a smoker for like years, I just made my 8th year here in Houston, and I went through spurts of not smoking, not smoking, but this is the longest that I stopped. So you gotta realize, like, I even realized when I went, oh shit, hold on a second. Damn, my light just died. Oh, the light died. Whatever. What time is it? 6:55. So listen, so when I ain't plugged that shit up since I got it. You know what's so crazy? When I got that light, right? I hated the way it made my skin look, because it was like it wasn't a natural light. But then once I put myself in the dark, I watched this YouTube video and the girl was saying, like, when you use that light, don't use it on light. Put yourself in the dark and turn it on. So I apologize for that just going out. This was really just a test live anyway. Heart pressure, what'd you say? Insurance covers a lot, even if you have HSA cards. I don't pay for vitamins or pads or tampons. I even bought a heart pressure monitor just because. Yeah. See, and that's the reason why I work out so much. Damn, I hate that glare in my eyes. Whatever. So that's the reason why I work out a lot too, because like I don't want, see, my mother and my brother, they both, well, My mother and my father, they both had strokes in their life, right? So you have to realize when things get closer and closer to you, I don't want to have no damn stroke. I don't want to have no stroke. I don't want no diabetes. I don't want to sign no treaties. I don't want to go through none of that. I don't want any of that because when you get diabetes, it brings you closer to hypertension. It's like they say it's like a pyramid of how like they attract each other. So I don't want that. So this is why I've always been active. I might gain some weight, but I'm gonna lose that shit too, guaranteed, because I want better for my life. I watched my grandfather have high blood pressure. And for people who take high blood pressure medication, let me tell you, my grandfather got on dialysis when he was in his 80s, almost 90s, because they told him that taking that high blood pressure medication all these years did damage to his kidneys. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm scared of death, but I want to do the best that I can in the now to make sure that I have a long life, like, but you got to realize this too. I be thinking like my mind is like, it be opening up different folders. So if I'm planning on having a long life, there's going to be a lot of pain that I'm going to go through. You're going to see a lot of people perish. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of happiness too, but it's going to be a lot that you're going to go through. And I mean, God forbid, anything could happen to me too. But as far as like, you get in an accident, whatever, I hope that doesn't happen. But when you want to live a long life, you're going to endure a lot of pain. So, I don't even like thinking about that sometimes. But Laurent, for real, they told him that. Yup, that high blood pressure medication. After you take it, my grandfather was taking high blood pressure medication from probably. He died in his 80s. I mean, he died at 89. So you got to think about it. He died at 89. But he was on dialysis. Dialysis made his body weak and, whatever. Still felt like he was doing good. But let me tell you what happened. When you're older, you're more susceptible to pneumonia. So my grandfather came home from dialysis one day and they threw his mail in between like his door when he opened his door. So he bent over to get his mail and he broke his hip. So, you break your hip, you're down. My grandfather is a very active person. So when you can't walk around and do things like that, you build fluid up on your lungs. And it was like one thing after the other. That pneumonia, I'm telling you, when you break your hip, oh, yeah. Yeah. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything in my right, like to make sure that I have a healthy life. And that's where I get honestly being healthy from my grandfather. I think he used to walk every day, everywhere, like had a car and all of that. So I don't trust medications. It always leads to other problems. How do all these third world countries have people living to 110? Right. I'm not on no medication and I want to keep it that way. What I wanted to say, yo, you know what happened too? So I had like a little acid reflux that got upset, and mind you, I ain't have acid reflux in like probably 2 years. But what I did was I didn't realize what I was doing. I made this stew and it had tomatoes in it, but then on top of it, I was eating grapefruit, so I completely messed my system up, and I just had like it was like a GERD. It was like I don't know if it's like a relapse or reoccurrence or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go. So, because I gotta meet my people by 9 o'clock, and I want to. So 7, exercise at 8, come home, take a shower. The restaurant is like right around the corner from where I'm at. So, what happened is that I was eating this stew for like 3 or 4 nights in a row, right? The stew has tomatoes in it, stewed tomatoes. I love it. I haven't had it in a few weeks. So I'm going to make that next week because that's one of the meals I love. But not realizing what I was doing to my body, a flare up, right? So not realizing what I was doing to my body, I'm eating this stew with tomatoes. Then I'm having grapefruit. And then I get home from the gym and I'm like, oh, I want something sweet and cold. Then I'm eating grapefruit. That has so much acid in it on its own. Then I'm eating oranges on it. So I wasn't thinking, I was just like, oh, it's healthy, I'm eating. No, I threw my system into a loop-de-loop. So I had to heal it by like cutting back on like the acidic fruits and stuff like that. I didn't go to the doctors. Your body will heal itself for certain things, but you have to give it its time, and you have to create the environment in your gut for that to happen. Like I wasn't about to go to the doctors, and I wasn't taking no Nexium or taking none of that medication. I'm not doing that. You just got to treat your body right. So yeah, too much acid. GERD is no joke, right? Yeah. So listen, I'm about to get up off of here. Let me end this live. So I need to charge this light now. Obviously, I had it for like 2 weeks. Yo, I was about to send that shit back because I got me a dashboard cam, but I don't know if I'm gonna use that. I don't know if I'm gonna use that, but I got me a dashboard cam, and that shit didn't work out right. So, and then I got this light that kind of like lit up the room a little bit, but I'm gonna charge that so then I'll do some more videos. But yeah, look for different things. I'm gonna be doing some different content, like some different topics. This is one story that I definitely want to cover. Um, about was this what is her name? Is her name like Madeline Soto or something like that? It was this little girl, right? I'm gonna do a video on it, but I just want to tell you. So it was this little girl. So she died at the age of 13. Her mother's boyfriend killed her, right? Her mother's boyfriend killed her. He had been living with her and her mother for 2 years. Um, he was sexually assaulting her from the age of 11 till he killed her at the age of 13. And it was so many different things where it's like I watched the interview with her mother, and her mother was up there, and she did not seem genuine at all. Like, with your daughter just died, like, why aren't you frantic? Why aren't you like bawling out? She wasn't doing none of that. And it's just unfortunate, and it makes me think of like how many women who I know, and I've seen this in my own life with people, where it's like y'all just get into these relationships and y'all let people get in the lives of your children and shit like that. That should be throwing me for a loop. Like, and you never know who's around you and how they plotting on your kids, or anything like that. I'm gonna go into detail when I talk about that in that video. But what I'll tell you is this, right? And I'm not saying that anything happened. I'm not saying that this person was a bad person. And who knows, maybe my niece could have been overreacting, but I'm happy that she said something. So my niece's mom was dating this guy who got released from prison, and he got released from prison into her home. So my niece just basically said she was uncomfortable. So I confronted her mother, and I know that she's an adult and she's emotionally intelligent because we just talked yesterday. Like, I'll go to war with anybody over my nieces. Like, I'm going to confront you. I don't, it's more room out than in. If it's something that needs to be said, I'm going to say it when it's important, right? So I told her, like, my niece was uncomfortable. Boom, 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 boom. You don't realize that lets him know that people are checking for my niece. Her dad, my brother, which is her dad, is sickly right now. So he never did anything funny to her, but I'm happy that she started saying certain things like, my niece mom and her husband would go shopping, and he would come up to the room like, oh, we went shopping, and we got you these bras and underwear. And she was like, I don't want you getting that or whatever. Her mother didn't think it was anything wrong with it, but she said that to me, and I confronted that situation too. Like, listen, she's a teenager. Don't be buying her stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that I'm so grateful for her. And I told her because, like, not saying that he was trying to groom her, but she cut that shit off. Imagine if she wasn't vocal. Imagine if she was the type to be like, oh, thank you, and whatever the case may be. My niece shook it because that's not normal to her or whatever. And what I'm saying at the same time is that I'm not saying that he could have been pure and genuine, but that is how grooming starts. If he wasn't a bad person, that's exactly how grooming starts. And I'm happy that she shut that shit down. She communicated with me like, no, like, why did he even, like, he don't need to be seeing my stuff and, things like that. You got to watch out for like little boys and little girls. People are weird. They are very weird. And it just makes me sad when the parents know about it and they don't do anything about it. So we got that clear. I just told her, like, she was like, yeah, I stay away from him. She speaks to him. And, things have gotten better now. I think it was just a little different because he just got out of prison. But you got to realize, you taking a chance on a person, they getting out of prison, and you putting them in the same environment with your child. You don't know what type of madness they on. Their relationship is better now. She's a little bit more at ease now, like, with him, but she had to set the law straight for herself. And at that point, she was only 13 years old. She used to call me like, listen, uncle, like, no, this happened. And then I would go right to her mother. And then her mother would say things to her like, oh, you're not being loyal. Why would you say that? Listen, my brother is sickly. I'm going to speak in step for my niece. I don't care if I'm in Texas and I'm not in New York no more. We're going to get some things clear. We not handling stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that I don't know that man. But what if what if he was a predator and my niece never said nothing and she just allowed him to keep buying her undergarments and stuff like that? That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. 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 And you want to know how I know it's weird? Because my brother, he's a regular, typical New York nigga, a regular guy. You know what he does all the time? He get money. He'll give my niece money and be like, "Oh, I want to get you the new Jordans. I want to do that. I want to do that," or whatever the case may be. And I remember one time he said to me, he was like, "Oh, 7:06. I'm about to leave." He said to me, he was like, "You know, I buy my daughter a lot of sneakers and, you know, clothes and stuff like that." He said, "I don't buy her undergarments and stuff because she's a girl." If he said that to me years ago before this situation happened, he said, "I let her mother handle that." So why would you think, being her stepfather, because she is married to him, why would you think that would be okay to buy her undergarments? And my niece knew that that shit was weird. She like, "My father don't even do that." And she's like, "No." And she was very vocal about it. Like, "I don't want him knowing my sizes and I don't want him knowing X." Yeah, you got to be careful about stuff like that. I don't trust anyone around my son, man or woman. Yes, I feel you. A new man should never take care of teenagers. That's way too private. Exactly. Exactly. But listen, y'all, let me get up out of here because it's going to take me like 10 minutes to get to the gym. I'm going to holler at y'all later and maybe I'll do a video later or whatever. Just look for it. Make sure you subscribe and make sure that you turn on all notifications. That way you'll get all of my notifications. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.